What is up, guys? We are back. How's everybody doing? Welcome to the stream. We're here. We're live. We're hanging out. And we're going to be playing some more Pokemon Sword. I was thinking about doing Bioshock or maybe Mario 64 during this stream. But then I'm like, nah, I kind of want to get this Staryu done and over with. So hopefully we get it tonight. I am looking at the chat on my phone because my YouTube studio doesn't seem to want to cooperate with me on the PC right now for some reason. But I can still see chat over here on the phone. Also, I want to note that our new UPS is now set up. I tested it last night. It works perfectly. So now, if we're live streaming and for whatever reason the power goes out, we'll still be live. I mean, my light will still go out because that's not running on the UPS, but like the computer, the internet, all of that shit will still be running properly. So, you know, we'll be able to, you know, not have to worry about that. But anyway... are we doing the Moltres on? Yeah, right. Little callback to one of the previous episodes we did. Let's see here. Let's grab this little boy right here. I'm gonna grab my headphones while we're at it. Don't really need the headphones for this game. Also, I forgot to switch over. Hold on. Bam! There we go. I'm doing dumb shit. Don't mind me. So yeah, it's, I don't really need the headphones for this game, but we're gonna grab them anyway, just cause give me something to listen to. But yeah, so I got my phone here. I'm gonna be looking at chat on that because I have some horrible chat delay on my PC for whatever reason. Like, literally the first chat message just came up on the PC. And that was posted like 5 minutes ago. So yeah, we're not using that right now. So I do have it pulled up on my phone. It's a little inconvenient, a little weird, but we're gonna work with it for now. And we're gonna hopefully get this started. Let's see. Nope, not that one. Yeah, I still haven't gotten one of these in Pokemon Go either. Staryu has just been a bitch. One happy boy coming in with the Meloetta isn't a lolly. Yes, she is. Or it, or whatever. Slayer Z is in the building as well, and we got some people lurking, according to this. So let's see here. Check another one of these. We do have, actually, do we have it? Do we have... Did it die? Is that why we're not using it? Did it die? Yeah, it died. Almost everything died, apparently. That's nice. But we do have the shiny Dracozolt that was gifted to us. Literally one of my favorite shinies from this game. So, I'm very happy with that. I'll probably still hunt it myself at some point. But it's nice to have. I want the one covered in pee. Oh my god, that was the first shiny hunt we ever did on this game. That was the Galarian Zigzagoon. Which I'm hoping they release in Pokemon Go at some point, because I want that on my Pokemon Go account. So hopefully they give us that at some point. Regular Zigzagoon has a shiny release in Go right now, and I actually have one, but Galarian does not, so that's a shame. Also, is it me, or does G-Max Hatterini have a dick on it? I'm assuming you meant to say dick. I'm not really sure what else would... I guess you could have said cock. It would have fit just the same. I don't know. I don't really remember what that one looks like, other than it's just a big thing with, like, a hat. So I'm gonna look that one up real quick. So I'm not gonna be able to see chat for a few seconds. G-Max Hatterini. I mean, I don't know if it has one, like, on it. I mean, I guess if you really wanted to make it look perverse, you could say, like, the entire thing looks like a dog dildo, but, you know, as far as just having a dick on it, I don't see it. I don't know. Anyway, I'm sure I just ruined somebody's favorite Pokemon, because I'm sure somebody out there likes Hatterini. But, you know, it looks like a dog dick. So, there you go. Watching these kind of streams are boring, but the conversations are nice. Yeah, it's always nice just to sit down with the bros and talk about dog dick. Yeah. Just really enlightening conversations we're having here. Yeah. You came for the Pokemon, you stayed for the dog dick. There you go. That's how I get you. That's how I get you. That's how we got 2K subs. I still can't believe that fucking happened. We're just gonna call this the 2K chair from now on, because I just coincidentally got it on the same day that we hit 2K. So, everybody hype for the 2K chair. Very wholesome. Yeah, very wholesome. I would say the only Galar forms that can be released pre-Gen 8 are Wheezing, Ponyta, Dormanta. No, like pretty much all of the Galar forms are already in Go. So I don't know what you're talking about. Like, the only ones, to my knowledge, that aren't there is, the Galarian birds. Like, the Articuno, Zapdos, Moltres. I think everything else, has been released in Go. Not the shinies, but, like, just in general is in Go. Mitch can fact-check me on that. But I'm pretty sure they're all there except for the Galarian birds. How are the Galar forms in... Because mons like Obstagoon exist? Yeah, well, you can still get Obstagoon in Go. It's just under a different dex entry. I have an Obstagoon in Go. They added it like fucking ages ago. I don't know what you're on about. I'm pretty sure the only Galar forms that aren't in are the Galarian legendary birds. Feel free to fact check me on that, Mitch, if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure. Sean should play Stardew Valley. Game just got its final release first on the PC. I mean, I might check it out. It really doesn't seem like my kind of game. But, like, if a lot of people want me to do it, I'll check it out. And by a lot of people, I mean, like, I don't know, we'll say 7. If we get 7 people, I'll check it out for, like, an episode. Galarian Dustox doesn't exist. Like, that's not a thing. It was a fan theory for a while. It was a fan theory for a while because, that one bitch had, like, the little bow that, like, kind of looked like a Dustox. And everybody was like, oh, Galarian Dustox confirmed! And then it never fucking happened. Like, I'm pretty sure the only Galarians that are not in Go right now is the, Galarian Legendary Birds. I hope those get released in Go at some point, and it would be great if they did a shiny release on them, considering you can't get the shinies for them in this game. I highly doubt they're just gonna release them with the shinies already available when they release them in Go. I do think they're gonna release them in Go. I do think that's gonna happen. And eventually it would happen anyway, because we're already on Gen 6 with Go, so not too much longer before Gen 8 is there anyway. But I don't think they're gonna be shiny right out the gate. I do hope that they eventually release the shinies for them. That'd be nice. No, we're on Gen 6. Bro, you really need to get caught up with your shit, man. No, Gen 6 is already in the game. I mean, not all of Gen 6 is available in the game. Like, it's just now, like, kind of being pushed out. But, like, Gen 6 is here. Which is kind of funny, because Kecleon still hasn't gotten a release. And Kecleon is a fucking Gen 3 mon. Like, what the fuck? No! No love for Kecleon. Last time I played Go was during the Shedinja monthly release. Oh yeah, that was fucking ages ago. Well, I'll tell you what. If you randomly decide that you want to start playing Go again, which, you know, that's your decision to make, you know, whatever. I'm not trying to say what you should or shouldn't do. But if you decide that that's something you want to do, they are having an event in February where all of Generation 1 will be available shiny. Literally the entire generation. So if that's something that tickles your pickle, you know, go for it. I know I'm gonna be there playing that event. I'm gonna be all up in that pickle. I play Go, but it's 9 months But it's 9... Wait, fuck. I'm stupid. I would play Go, but it's month 9 of the 3-week pandemic. Yeah. Pokemon Go community has started using the pandemic as an excuse to be lazy. Not me! I've still been playing Go consistently. I've been doing it, like, safely. I got tested for COVID last month and I came up negative, and as far as I'm aware, I'm still negative. But, like, I've still been going out and playing Pokemon Go on a somewhat regular basis. I've still been going out for every community day. And, spotlight hour here or there. But, like, I've been doing it safely. I've been keeping my distance, all that good stuff. Sometimes I don't even get out of my car, if it's, like, real crowded. But, that's just me, man. That's just me. Yeah, Happy Boy, please enlighten us. How is month 9 of the 3-week pandemic going on? Also, the Alolan Raichu box. Alolan Raichu was a while ago. Because that was one of the ones I actually grinded, because I was hoping to get either a shiny or one with, like, really good IVs. Which I did think I pulled, like, an 87, which is, like, not the best in the world, but not terrible. Usually if it's not, like, at least 91%, I don't even bother with, like, powering up or anything like that. I feel like the few exceptions to that was, like, early game, before I started IV checking everything, I powered up some stuff that really shouldn't have been. And then, like, other than that, the only exception I've made to, like, powering up stuff like that is, my shiny Mewtwo. Because, like, I'm probably only ever gonna get one shiny Mewtwo. So, might as well put it in a position where I can fucking use it. Also, they're gonna be releasing the Mega for it at some point. And on top of all that, it was still like a 76%, so it wasn't like the worst in the world. It just wasn't worth investing as much as I put into it. Yo, Bat, what's going on? How's it going? I'm checking chat on the phone because YouTube's not cooperating with me on my computer for some reason. As a Christmas present, I want to be mod. I was actually planning on adding a few mods. I just haven't gotten around to that yet. Your hair has gotten so long, lol, I just cut mine off a couple months ago. Yeah, the hair game is back on point, boys. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty cool, Mitch. I'm looking forward to that. Have you tried just getting the shiny? I mean, I haven't considered that, really. When you put it that way, I really should just, get the shiny. Yeah, maybe we'll get it on the next one. Maybe I'll just, like, stop being lazy and just get the shiny. Yeah. Mega Armored Mewtwo went. Why did I just attack this? Why did that happen? That was unnecessary. Okay. Mega Shiny Mewtwo, or Mega Armored Mewtwo went. I highly doubt they're gonna let you Mega Evolve the Armored Mewtwo. And if they do let you do it, one, I guarantee it's not gonna keep the armor. And two, they're probably gonna get rid of the armor stat boost that it has. Like, that's not gonna double on top of the Mega Boost, I would assume. But they're probably just not gonna let you Mega Evolve it, like, at all. If they do, it's not keeping the armor, and it probably won't keep the stat buff for the armor either. It would actually be really good if, like, it kept the stat buff for the armor. Like, obviously it's not going to keep the armor, because, you know, they don't do that with any of the cosmetic megas. Which is a shame. But, you know, it would be really good if it actually kept the stat buff, because Armored Mewtwo, go figure, has a higher defense stat than regular Mewtwo. So if they let you keep that and Mega Evolve it, that thing is going to be a beast. Yeah, no, it's guaranteed if they it's guaranteed if they let you Mega Evolve the Mewtwo, it's not gonna get to keep its armor. Like, I 100% guarantee that. I just don't know if they're gonna let you Mega Evolve it at all. Like, I know Shadow Mewtwo, they're not gonna let you Mega Evolve that. Because that would just be fucking broken. That would just be fucking broken. Mega Shadow Mewtwo. Mega Mewtwo Y. Shadow. Shadow Mega Mewtwo Y. That's how you would say that. That's just a fucking sentence right there. But, like, that thing would be like 7,000 CP and be fucking broken as hell. Yeah, I'm probably gonna add a few new mods soon. I just haven't really sat down and decided who it's going to be. Because I did say I would add some more when we hit 2K, and we have. So I'm gonna sit down and, like, figure out what's going on with that. But I probably will. Somewhat soon. We're gonna be doing the 2K special sometime after the new year, by the way. I haven't forgotten about that. I just want to give some time for me to, like, prepare for that, and also take out a chunk of time in my schedule to allocate for that, because that's going to be, like, a whole nother thing. But we will be doing that sometime soon. Slayer Z says, it's gotta be me, I've been here for a while, I deserve it. You miss being able to get a shiny Celebi. Yeah, the shiny Celebi stuff was... They actually made that research way easier than I thought they were going to. Like, I was surprised. And then, like, the whole Jesse and James thing was bullshit. Because, like, I finished all of the research for the Celebi. Man, I have a chair with a fucking footrest now. This is awesome for shiny hunting streams. Okay. Let's see. But yeah, the whole Celebi thing was, like, I finished all of the research for it within, like, the first 30 minutes. Except for Find Jesse and James, and battle them like 4 times. That took me like 2 days to do that. Because you only had, you could only find them from the rocket balloons. And it had to be a Meowth balloon, otherwise it wasn't them. And the rocket balloons only spawn once every 6 hours. And once the rocket balloon spawned in, it was only a chance that it was Jesse and James' Meowth balloon. So, like, if it wasn't them, you had to wait another 6 hours for another one to spawn and a chance at it being them. So, I was like 2 days in before I finished that part of the research, because I was just getting bullshit luck with the spawns. Is the research called Distracted by Something Shiny? Yeah, that's the research, but I don't think it's still available as far as, like, completing it. Because I believe it was only 3 days you had to complete the research to get the Celebi. Unless they changed that. Initially, it was only 3 days you had to do it. But I know that I got my Celebi, and I'm happy with that. And actually, mine ended up being pretty good. It ended up being a 91% IV shiny Celebi. So, like, it wasn't perfect or anything like that, but 91%, pretty damn good. Like, I'm probably gonna max it out at some point. Or I might not max it out. I might figure out, like, maybe using it for, like, Battle League. Like, figure out what league I could use it in. And then max it out to, like, that league's maximum CP. If it's good for that, I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. No, it's special research, meaning that when you start it, you have forever to complete it. That's not what I heard. I know that it was a special research task. Like, I know that. But literally in the official blog, it said limited time special research task. And it said 3 days. So it was like, I don't remember what day specifically, but it was like December such and such date. I think it was like the 10th. Like December 10th to like December 14th or something like that. Limited special time research. Or limited time special research. That's what it said on the thing. So I don't know if they changed that to where it's just available like permanently, or maybe it's available until the end of this month, because that's when Jesse and James go away. But I don't know. I know originally it was only for those 3 days. And what I think happened, because like shortly after they added to the blog that Jesse and James would be available until the end of this month, and they would like be appearing more often on Christmas. So I think what ended up happening, because that wasn't originally part of the blog post, I think what happened is they got a lot of complaints from people being like, yo, we can't find Jesse and James. This is bullshit. So they're like, okay, we'll give you until the end of the month to complete the research, and Jesse and James will be sticking around until the end of the month. I think that's what happened. Now, I don't really know, but I know for a fact the blog originally said that it was limited time special research, and that it was only 3 days. So, if you still have the research available, consider it a Christmas miracle. Just look at it like that, and try your best to complete it as quickly as possible, because there is a part in the research that requires you to fight Jesse and James 4 times, and they will no longer be in the game after the end of this month. So you would have to wait until they came back around, which we have no clue when or if that's going to happen. So definitely want to work on that if you still have it available to you. Let's see. What would I have to do to earn the honor of having a wrench next to my name? I can tell you right now, begging for it isn't gonna help you any. I absolutely hate when people beg for mod. I'm gonna sit down sometime within the next week and go over all the people who like currently aren't mods, who like show up regularly, and figure out who is getting added. I'm gonna be adding more than one person. I should note that. I don't know exactly how many, but we'll be adding at least a couple. So yeah, but I can tell you, like, constantly asking me about it and like begging for it is not gonna help your odds. And I'm not trying to be a dick or anything. Like, I know if that comes across as being like sort of like arrogant or like, you know, harsh, I apologize. That's not my intention. It's just like, you know, I can't just give somebody something because they ask for it, you know, or because they feel they're entitled to it, you know, and there's so, you know, there's a pretty good chance you're gonna get it, but I haven't fully decided who the people are yet. So when I make that decision, I'll make like a public announcement on it, over on the community tab and probably in Discord. But that's all I'm gonna talk about on that matter for now. You're fine, it was my fault. No, like, it's all good. We're good. I'm not mad or anything. I just want to be very clear. I'm not mad. I just wanted to state, you know, just wanted to make that statement so everybody is on board and on the same page. But I'll make the announcement sometime within the next week or so. Probably within the next week. I just need to take some time to sit down and decide, you know, who's getting it. But it's definitely going to be more than one person. I always add more than one person, and I usually add a couple mods every sub-goal. So if you don't get added as a mod this time around, and I'm not speaking to you specifically, just anybody watching this, you know, you'll have to wait until like the next sub goal is met, and then like hopefully you'll get your chance there. 4 days until old Saint Nick pays us a visit. What would you say my chances of being mod is? Well, considering you already are one, pretty good. Pretty good. What's going on, Impervious? How's it going? Yeah, so here's a fun fact about good old Saint Nick, or Santa Claus, or whatever you want to call him. You can look this up. This is a real fact. I only know about this because it was part of a high school project that I did in high school for a report. But Santa Claus, or Saint Nick, or whatever the hell you want to call him, is the patron saint of prostitutes. That is a real fact. You can look it up. He's the patron saint of prostitutes. So, there you go. Nothing says holiday cheer like some ho-ho-hos. But yeah, you can look it up. That's a real thing. I think Mitch deserves mod. He's the real OG. Mitch was a mod at one point in time. Yeah. So, Mitch was mod, like, a long time ago. Let's see. Yo, Santa, a pimp? Let's go! You can look it up. That's a real fact. That's a real fact. Santa Claus is known as the patron saint of prostitutes. Patron saint of giving was gonna be... Well, apparently he's the patron saint of receiving. Oh, Santa Claus be giving them ho-ho-ho. But no, that is, I don't remember the story behind that entirely, but I do recall that the story, you know how Santa Claus has the whole coming down the chimney thing? It's like, oh, that's kind of weird. That actually originates from the same story as him being the patron saint of prostitutes. Or at least that's one of its origins. But, you know, I might be remembering the story slightly off. But basically, there were these 3 women who were in debt. So they were forced into a life of prostitution, and somewhere along the line, Santa Claus dropped a sack of gold down their chimney so that they could live an honest life. And that's kind of the short version of the story, and thus he became the patron saint of prostitutes. And that's also where coming down the chimney comes from. So, yeah, there you go. There's your good old holiday cheer. I don't want to be mod anymore. Bro, this dude. So that's what the elves are? Oh, that's just wrong. But yeah, so the only reason I know any of that is because it was part of a high school project I did. It's like a written report. I want to say it was a PowerPoint presentation, actually, if I remember correctly. But, yeah, so I don't remember all the details of that story, but that's kind of the short version. Let's see, we got another STARYU, not shiny. Have we been streaming for an hour already? It doesn't feel like it. Hold on, that's gotta be wrong. There's no way it's been an hour already. Let's see. No, it's been like 43 minutes. Okay. I'm having to go off of what my phone's telling me for, like, chat and all that stuff. Because YouTube Studio on my computer just kind of doesn't work anymore. And I don't know why. I'm going to hopefully fix that soon. Once I figure out why that's happening. It might be a browser update or something like that. Maybe, I don't know. So we'll figure that out. But, yeah, for right now, I'm just reading chat off my phone and all that. Alright, I'm gonna start going a bit more focused on these encounters, because I feel like we haven't really done very many of them during the stream. So I'm just gonna be checking chat occasionally, because I do want to try to grind some of these encounters a little bit more. I will say, though, this was a very good investment. Because this is the most comfortable I've ever been doing these shiny hunting streams. Because, like, whenever I'm, you know, doing this, I always want to, like, prop my feet up on something. I used to always just put them on the table, which kind of put me in, like, this awkward position, and, you know, most of the time I ended up knocking something over. But, like, this thing has, like, a little footrest on it. It's just nice and cozy. So, you know, we're moving up in the world. Just want to say, you know, obviously not sponsored, but, you know, I do like this chair. It's a nice chair. I always felt like the whole gaming chairs were, like, overrated. But now that I actually own one, I kind of see what all the hype's about. It's a very fucking comfortable chair. And it looks cool. All the elves are... Wait. All the elves are reproducing to eventually raid the world. It's gonna be the dwarf apocalypse. Bro, that's fucked. That's fucked. Something's coming down the chimney, alright? Bruh, this dude. This fucking dude. See, and this is why I can't use the chat on the computer right now. Because literally the message that one happy boy was talking about the Galarian forms in Go, literally that message just popped up on the computer. And that was like fucking ages ago. That had to have been, like, at least 20 minutes ago. So, yeah, that's why we have chat on the phone right now. Until I figure out why the fuck that's happening and fix it. I'm assuming it's, like, a browser update or something I haven't installed. Yo! Wisdom and Sandy, what's going on? Welcome to stream. How's it going? We're just hanging out and trying to get this shiny Staryu. Hoping it works out. Because we have done plenty of episodes on this damn Staryu already and just haven't quite had the luck. Yeah, I know who it is. I know who it is. Sean's PC, if you're reading this, I sent this message 5 minutes ago. Bro. That's funny. You missed us earlier. We were talking about, first we were talking about dog dick. Because Hatterini looks like a dog dick. Then we were talking about Stardew Valley. And then we were talking about how Santa Claus is the patron saint of prostitutes. So, you know, just all sorts of wholesome content going on today. Impervious says, Sean is going through a dark time now. The Shadman hasn't posted anything in a long time. Bro, he hasn't posted anything since, like, fucking June. I think, like, June 30th was, like, the last time he posted shit. It's been rough. It's been rough. Family friendly 100%. You know it. You know it. That's why I get paid the big bucks. I wish I still had these ones in here so I could throw them around like I did yesterday. But I deposited them this morning, so I don't have them anymore. So just theoretical money. Theoretical money, because that's all the money I fucking have. It's all hypothetical. I have my son watching with me, streamer man, quit cursing. I didn't even know you had a son. How the hell have I known you this long, and I'm just now finding out this information? I don't have kids, it was a joke. Oh, okay. Just rip my heart out, why don't ya? Just rip it out and just stare at it as it beats its last beat. Just, you know, that was an emotional roller coaster right there, man. I was not prepared for that. It would be amazing if you could show us one of your dogs at the end of the stream. I think we might could work that out, if I remember. If I remember to. Let's see. Look up and stick your tongue out for the kid. No, I'm not doing that. No. While y'all were doing this, I was playing Among Us and getting killed over and over again. That's nice. Yeah. That's nice. I will make sure you remember. Wait, do you remember? 21st night of September. Say you remember? I'm fucking butchering that song. Imagine Sean doing family-friendly content. Yeah, let's just see. Hold on. Hold on. Well, kids, as we see here, we have this nice little lovely STARYU that just kind of popped in. We're just gonna, you know, give that a good old look-see, just on the off chance, you know, we just happen to get lucky. But unfortunately, doesn't seem to be the case, so we're just gonna, you know, mosey right on out of here. Just casually leave this STARYU to its own devices. What it does in its own time is none of our business. We're just gonna mosey on over here, say howdy-do to this little guy. Oh, no, not quite what we're looking for. Uh-oh! What, like that? Is that what people want? Because I can do that. I don't want to do that, because that's not me. But I could! That was scary to listen to. We have fun here over on the channel. Impervious just says bruh. That was cringy. I mean, no more so cringy than anything else I do, probably. I mean, let's be honest. I literally did an hour live stream yesterday building a fucking chair. Like, come on. Oh yeah, the Tale of Two Shawns. Yeah, that was pretty cringy. That was literally just like, that was literally just me, like, fucking around with the green screen. Cause, like, I woke up, and I was like, I wonder if I could, like, film a video of myself, and then green screen myself into that video, thus having two of me in the same place in one video, doing different things. Like, it was just like, I wonder if I could do that. And I was like, oh, I can do that. And then I just uploaded it, because I'm like, ah, fuck it, whatever. And then I never looked back at that concept, like, ever. So, I don't know, maybe we'll mess around with that some more. But, yeah. Also, it was just an excuse for me to put on the damn, Spider-Man onesie again, because that was like a joke from a video that we did like fucking ages ago, where it was like, I'm the friendly neighborhood asshole. They just stole my shit. So like, it was a joke that we made ages ago. And like, people always like brought it up. So I'm like, this'll be fun for like the long-time viewers on the channel to get to see the friendly neighborhood asshole again. But like, for everybody else, they're just gonna be like, what the hell is this? So that whole video is just kind of for like the old school people on the channel who remember that shit. Read my last comment. Spider-Man badly explained. After getting bitten by a spider, teenage boy learns he can shoot sticky white substance out. I mean... yeah? I'm still waiting on a rematch of Shiny Races with Shadow. Yo. Real talk. Real talk. Me and Shadow have a lot of stuff planned. Like, we've discussed a bunch of things. And I can't quite disclose all of them at this time. But me and Shadow have been talking here and there. And I feel like a lot of that stuff got pushed aside, or pushed back, whenever he had his big move to where he is now. And we're all just kind of like settling down, because he's had that big life change where like he moved to a completely new state. Like, that's a big change in your life. And I've had some changes in my life recently, so we're all just kind of like figuring out where we are and just kind of settling down in where we are. And then, like, on top of that, the year itself has just been a weird year in general. But we have stuff planned. It's just, we're trying to figure out the time to do all of this stuff. If that makes sense. So it's just a scheduling issue, really. So, like, yeah, but we definitely have some stuff planned. We will, and he hasn't agreed to this yet. He hasn't agreed to this yet. I just want to be very clear. But we will be playing Kirby's Dream Course again. I will hound, nag, and complain that motherfucker until we play Kirby's Dream Course again. So, like, and you guys feel free to do the same. Because I need that in my life. That was, like, the most fucking fun we ever had. But we have some stuff planned. It's just figuring out when we have the time to do all this shit. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. Shadow definitely will be on the channel again at some point in the near future. Can't say when yet because we haven't figured that out, but you know, I feel confident that you know you guys haven't seen the last of Shadow over here. What are the tour dates? Jenna, you caught that, huh? You caught that? That little slip of the tongue there? It's been a long day, guys. It's been a long day. I'm hoping to get this STARYU. That would be nice. I'm ready to be done with STARYU. Oh shit, hold on. Hold on. I forgot I had my my Oculus on charge. Hold on, I have to... Oh, wait, headphones. Forgot the headphones. Okay. I need to take this off charge. I was using it earlier because Pete Davidson was doing a live performance. I'm not sure how many of y'all know who Pete Davidson is, but I fucking love him. He was doing a live performance over at the Gotham Comedy Club in New York. And I went there virtually to watch that performance in the Oculus. It was really cool, actually. Really cool. So, like, that drained my battery like a motherfucker, though. So, I just realized it was done charging because I forgot I put it on there. So I had to disconnect that real quick. But yeah, that show is really good. Oculus! The sass. The damn chat is feeling sassy today, boys. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. But yeah, no, it was really cool. Really cool. So yeah, I went to New York earlier today, guys. You know, just casually. I was actually watching it while sitting in this chair, and it felt like I was at the movies. Like, it was cool. It was a really cool experience. Why else would I be here? I live for the sass, don't I know it? But yeah, they, if there's anybody in my chat who has an Oculus or is planning on getting one, there's actually an app you can download for free called Venues. And if you download it, you can go on there and you can go and watch live events in VR as if you were there in person. And like the one I watched tonight with Pete Davidson and a few other comedians, I didn't pay anything to watch it. It was free. You know, I'm not sure if they're all free. I'm not sure, but the one I went to tonight was completely free. So it was cool. It was cool. He took his private jet to New York, no big deal. Yo, actually, real talk, I was watching TV earlier today, and they were talking about this new trend of people posting, like, the most rich person thing they've ever done. And there was one guy who was like, I was hanging out with a friend of mine, and, like, we were talking about this really good pizza shop that's in New York. And they're like, we were all the way in, like, some other state. I don't remember what state it was. But they're like, yeah, we were hungry, so we just hopped a private jet to New York to go get pizza, and then went back home. I'm like, damn. Those are fucking life goals right there. Just like, yeah, I'm just gonna travel to New York to go grab a bite of pizza, come back. You know, no big deal. Fucking life goals. I'll be getting Oculus 2 in February. Nice! Nice. We could, like, watch movies together or shit, or, like, play Beat Saber or something. That'd be cool. But yeah, Venues is cool. You can download it for free off the Oculus store. And you can just see, like, all the upcoming events they have, and just... yeah, it's really cool. Take a private jet to go get some McDonald's and eat it on the way back. Bro. That's just funny. That's funny, man. People are crazy. People are fucking crazy. Just imagine how much it cost them. Like, obviously he already had the private jet, or like he rented one or whatever. I'm assuming he already had one because, you know, rich person stuff. But like, the cost of the fuel, right, to get there. Because like, you think, oh, well, if you already have the jet, no big deal. But like, jets take fuel too, and it's a lot more expensive than the kind your car takes. Like, it was probably like $5,000 in fuel. Or something like that. Shit, I was gonna do something. I forgot what I was gonna do. Oh yeah, I was gonna check how long we've been streaming. We've been streaming a little over an hour, I think. Yeah, so we'll check, we'll probably check, a few more. I really want to hopefully be done with this thing. Why do you think plane tickets are so expensive? I mean, they're really not if you know where to look. I mean, if you're going international, yeah, it's gonna be fucking expensive. But, like, I can get plane tickets from New Orleans to Denver for like less than $30 a person. So, you know, if you book ahead of time and you know where to look and you know where you want to go and when you want to go there, you can get flights pretty cheap. Now, at that price, it's not going to be the most comfortable flight. But like, fuck it. For less than $30 a person, you know, they can put me in the fucking cargo hold for all I care. What the fuck? That's a cheap ticket. Yeah, it's Spirit Airlines does a bunch of like really cheap flights, especially if you book them ahead of time. Yeah, like I said, not the most comfortable flight you're gonna have. But like, yeah, you can get really cheap tickets with Spirit. I'm not really sure what their prices are for like other areas of the country, but I know New Orleans to Denver is like $30 a person. Sometimes you can get it for less than that. So yeah, you can get cheap airfare if you just know how to shop that. And like if you go ahead of time, you know like the cheapest companies to go with. You know where you want to go and you know when you want to be there. You can get stuff like that cheaper. Do they just stick you on a kite and hope you get to Denver? No, you go on an actual plane. They're like real crazy with their shit though. Like they like this is how crazy they get with the Spirit Airlines, like for as far as like cutting corners to be able to provide that at that cost. They seat you on the plane based on your body weight, so that like they can balance the plane out more even, so that they can get better fuel efficiency flying back and forth. Like that's some, yeah. So they definitely have like strategies to cut costs as much as possible. But I mean, $30 from New Orleans to Denver. That's not bad. Not to mention they get you there in like 2 hours. It takes me the same amount of time just to go to Walmart and back. Because, you know, you spend like an hour at Walmart and it takes me like half an hour to get there, half an hour back, so... You know. No, it's not bad. Yeah, you just gotta know where to look. Yeah, there's definitely more comfortable ways to fly. Like, Spirit is not the best company when it comes to, like, luxury and comfort. But if you want to go somewhere and you want to go somewhere cheap, they're your guys. It's kind of a long ride to Walmart. Yeah, well, I live a little ways out. It's 2 minutes away from me. Nah, man. It's like 30 minutes for me to get to Walmart. It's ridiculous. But like, I live in a village, so, you know. Okay, so my YouTube chat on my... Sorry if I was quiet for a second there. But, like... Some weird shit just happened. So, like, my YouTube studio on my computer randomly started loading chat again. So, like, I'm like, oh, hey, it's working again. but then, like, it loaded the last couple messages you guys just did, and then it started loading the messages from the very beginning of the stream. I'm like, okay, that's weird. So... You probably live in the sand village, that's why. Bro. Nah, definitely not the sand village. Good thing I'm from the leaf village. Nah, I would definitely be like the fucking hidden mist village. For sure. Or what was the water village they have? I'd probably be that one. I forget which one it was. Sean's gotta be the village idiot. I mean, probably. We have a population of, like... Actually, I haven't checked in a while. Hold on. I'm about to check. Although this is gonna be a little outdated. Yeah, because the 2020 census isn't in yet, and it's gonna be, like, inaccurate even when it is in, because, you know, 2020's just been a fucked year. But as of 2018, so 2 years ago, my village had a population of 855 people. As of 2 years ago. So... out of 855 people, there's a pretty good chance. That glare is scary. Oh yeah, whenever I load up the internet browser, yeah. You got any abandoned places in your village, Sean? It's actually, you know, because when people hear the word village, I feel like a lot of people think of like almost like a third world country or like something like that, or like very run down or very small. And while it is a very small place, it's actually a pretty affluent area. Like. A lot of the... Not me, obviously. But, like, you have people riding around here in, like, Mercedes and, Maseratis and shit. So, like, for being a small village, it's not as, like, destitute as you would think a village would be. Because I feel like that's kind of the first thing that comes to mind when people think of the word village in, like, modern times. No, there's not really a whole lot of abandoned stuff out here. I mean, there's, like, one log cabin, like a really old log cabin, like, a couple streets away from me, that, like... as far as I'm aware, is abandoned. But, like, a lot of the stuff around here is really well kept. It was fun. I fell and hit my head on a beam. That's not good. But yeah, you don't see too many, like, abandoned buildings and stuff like that where I'm at. Like, there's a hardware store that closed down recently that nobody is, you know, bought up yet, so I guess for, like, the time being it's abandoned, but eventually somebody's gonna buy it and put a business there. But like, other than that, you know. I heard you're making an OnlyFans account. I don't know where the fuck you heard that. Ain't nobody wanna see any of this. Believe that. Believe that. But yeah, what's going on, Luke? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, well, there was this one abandoned place. Not where, not where I currently live, but where I used to live. There is an abandoned place that, me and my friends found, and I think I vaguely remember telling the story, like, in a previous stream, but, like, there was a patch of forest, like, a little bit down the road from my best friend's house back when I was, you know, a child and we were growing up together, and one day we decided to go, you know, look through the forest, and, you know, none of us had cell phones or anything like that at the time because we were young, and, I mean, cell phones existed, like, I'm not that old, but, like, we didn't have them yet, so, like, we had very little in the means of, like, entertaining ourselves outside of our own homes, so it's like, yeah, let's go walk through the woods. Yeah, we go through there, and, like, it's really thick woods. Like, there's no way anybody could have driven a car up there, or any sort of machinery, or anything like that. Like, it was so thick that, like, we couldn't even bring our bicycles in there, because they kept getting stuck on, like, shrubbery and stuff. So, like, that's just to give you an idea. But once we got in, you know, it started thinning out a little bit, after the first, like, 10, 15 feet. And then we found, like, a car that was there. And there was no possible way anybody could have driven that car there anytime recently, because there was no way to get there from the road. Like, it was feasibly impossible. So that car had to have been there before all the shit grew around it. It was a really cool car. It was like an old Impala. If you remember, or no, it wasn't an Impala. My bad. It wasn't an Impala. It was a Buick LeSabre. My bad. It was a Buick LeSabre, but it was like an old one. It was like, if you've ever seen, like, the live-action Inspector Gadget movie, it was the fucking car from the Inspector Gadget movie. Like, just to give you an idea of vaguely what it looked like. But it was, like, all run down, and, like, it looked like it was set on fire at one point in time. Like, it was all burned and horrible. But, like, in the same area that we found the car, there was, like, an old, like, almost like a barn or, like, a large shed that was all run down. And there was, like, a bag that was hanging from the center beam of the barn or whatever. And we'll get to that in a second, but there was also, like, a small building aside it that was, like, looked like a barber shop, like a small barber shop. It had like the barber shop pole and everything. But it was all run down and like rotten. Like everything was rotting. And there was a small house as well that was all rotten. And, you know, we walked up there and our feet were going through the floorboards. Like, it was all destroyed, basically. But it was, like, forgotten in time. Because, like, nobody knew any of this shit was there. Because you can't see it from the road. And I imagine very few people traveled in there like we did. So it was kind of like our own little secret that we found, and it was really cool. And then, and it was really cool until we decided to go mess with the bag that was in the barn. Because, like, it was the weirdest thing. There was just this bag, like a canvas bag, hanging from the center beam of the barn. And we're like, oh, that's kind of weird. So one of the kids was like, oh, well, let's cut it down and see what's in it. It was a dead cat. There was a dead cat in the bag. And it had been dead for a very long time. So, yeah, and of course we were disturbed by this. And we were like, okay, we're getting the hell out of here. We're just going way the hell out of here. So we left. We just left. And we're like, we're never going back there. And that was the plan, was we were never going back there. Because, you know, it was just, we were so creeped out. We were very young at the age, at the time. And, we ended up going back there like a year or two later because there was a new kid that had moved into the neighborhood, and somehow or another it came up in conversation, and the new kid was like, no, I don't believe you, da-da-da-da-da, and he like begged us to take him there. So we went back like a year or two later because this new kid wanted to see it, and he like coerced us into going there. So we went back through the woods, and we went the exact same path we had taken. The exact same path we had taken. Everything looked exactly the same. All the trees were still there. All the shrubbery was still there. Everything was still there exactly as it was, except for the car and all of the buildings. They were gone. Completely gone. And there was no way in hell that anyone could have removed any of that stuff without getting rid of the trees and the shrubbery and all that. So they had just disappeared. And to this day, I cannot explain how that happened, and I have never been back there since. I have never gone back there since. None of us have ever gone back there since, to my knowledge. So, yeah. That's a little story from my childhood. And, I believe I told the story on a previous stream before. I'm pretty sure this is not the first time I've told that story. But yeah, so that's my experience with, like, exploring abandoned places. But I will never forget it, and I will never go back there. Yo, Pop! What's going on? Yo, you have 2K subs! Good job, man. Yo, thank you. Thank you so much. I'd love to sneak into Six Flags New Orleans just to explore it. I mean, I've been there when it was open. I've been there when it was open. I don't recall if I've ever been there since it closed. I think I might have gone there once, but I'd imagine it's probably not too hard to get in there. Did it have natural decay, or did scrappers hit it and destroy it? I'm assuming you're talking about the story that I told. All the buildings and stuff were just naturally decaying. Like, nobody had touched any of it in a long time. I mean, you know, there probably could have been a logical explanation for it, but, you know, I definitely couldn't find one. Because there's just none of the trees were cut down. None of the shrubbery was disturbed. And this stuff was like 20 plus feet from the road. Like, you would have had to have cut a path to get any of the... just to get the car out. Let alone all of the buildings, which would have had to have been torn down and pulled out. Like, there's no way you could have... Unless... the only way that could have been done, and this is highly improbable, because there's no way it would have happened without anybody seeing it happen. But the only way they could have done that, without cutting down the forest around it, would have been if they sent in a bunch of people on foot who walked in, tore down all the buildings, and then had a helicopter lift everything out. And that is definitely not what happened. So, there could have been multiple ways. No, because there was forest all the way around. The nearest road was 20 feet away through, like, thick forest to get to it. That was the nearest road. Everything else was much further. There was no sign of, like, anything. Like, you could see the tire marks where the car was. You could see where everything was. But everything was gone, and there was no sign of, like, any other cars going through there, or any towing equipment. There was no sign of anything being dragged out. Like, everything was exactly as it was, except for the car and the buildings were gone. And it definitely wasn't a helicopter, because, like, we would have seen the helicopter. Because it was... you know, it was on the same street that my best friend lived at the time. So it was an area that he lived near, and, like, we frequented, you know, that road we frequented pretty often. So if a helicopter and a construction crew came in, not only would we have seen it, but, like, neighbors would have seen it, other people would have seen it. I'd imagine if a helicopter showed up and was pulling all of this shit out of the forest, people would have been talking about it, because that's just a very unusual thing to happen. So that's the only way they could have done it without disrupting the forest around it. And I guarantee that did not happen. So I don't know. I can't explain what happened, and I don't need to know. You know, it's just, I feel like it's better a mystery. Some things are just better not knowing the answer, because it gives more to the story, you know? And I'm not making any of this shit up. I just want to be very clear. I'm not making any of it up. You know, I have people that will corroborate this story 100%. But, like, I feel like the fact that it is this great mystery of, well, how did it happen? Why was that stuff there? You know, how did it get there? How long had all that stuff been there? You know, it's all the questions that make the story, right? And once you start getting answers to those questions, it kind of kills the magic in a sense, you know? Because, you know, it's like the Loch Ness Monster, for example. The Loch Ness Monster was this great mysterious thing that people have talked about for generations, and it was this huge mystery, and then, like, earlier this year, they finally found out what it was. And the answer was not nearly as satisfying as the legend behind it. And I feel like this is one of those scenarios. Obviously not that well known, but like, in my childhood, that's one of those scenarios. It's just, it's better off not knowing. By the way, the Loch Ness Monster is a giant eel. It's a species of giant eel. That was confirmed earlier this year. Because I guess because of COVID, people just had more spare time on their hands, and there you go. Loch Ness Monster is a species of giant eel. So yeah, not as satisfying an answer, but it's an answer. Now, we still don't know how that species of eel got there, or how long they've been there. Because it's a species that was not indigenous to that area. But they've obviously been there for generations. So, yeah, there's still that side of the mystery, but as far as, like, what the Loch Ness Monster is, it's a species of giant eel. That was confirmed earlier this year. Let's see. Man, I wish I could stay, but I gotta go. Talk to you later, Sean. Yeah, it's all good. We're probably gonna be wrapping up in a few minutes anyway, because I got some stuff I gotta do. But I'm glad you stopped by. Hopefully everybody is having a good time. I was hoping to get this STARYU. I guess the hunt for STARYU continues, because we will have to wrap up in a few minutes. But thank you for stopping by. Show us your dog? Dog? Oh, yeah, dog. See, I forgot about that. Alright, we're gonna check 5 more. And then we'll go grab the dogs if they're willing to get up and come in here. They might be sleeping. Alright, 4 more. There's 1. We missed the Great Conjunction tonight. Are you talking about Saturn and whatever other planet it was that were like close together and made it look like the North Star or whatever the fuck? I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. Yeah, I knew that was tonight. Yeah. For all the people who missed it, you know, it'll happen again in about 800 years. So, you know, just like come back in 800 years and, you know, check it out. It's pretty cool. Alright, 2 more. This one. Nope. Alright, we're gonna do the last one for the stream. Not shiny. Okay. I'm gonna go check on doggos. So, let's see here. Alright, give me just a second here. I'm gonna fold up my chair real quick. I'm gonna move this out of the way. There we go. I'm gonna go see if I can get one or potentially all of them in here. I managed to get one of them. The other two are sleeping. So, they're... He doggo. Oh, there you go. Alright. You ready to go? Okay. Oh, wait, here comes another one. Layla. Alright, you're coming in here? Go on. Mary. Come see. Come see. Come see. It's okay. Doggos. We have doggos. Alright. Alright. Yeah. Alright, hey, y'all get out. Come on. Out. Out. Okay, so those are my dogs. I have another dog. I have to adjust the green screen now because they moved it. Yeah, you see like all that shit that's going on in that corner? That's because the green screen got moved. So I'm going to have to fix that now. But yeah, those are my dogs. I have a fourth one, but he lives with my, grandfather now ever since my grandfather's incident. They're so cute, I just want to drown them in a tub. Yeah, don't do that. That would be bad. Also, I need to readjust this. That might actually just be because I moved the camera. I mean, it's definitely still the green screen's not lined up right, but yeah, fuck it. Okay. Anyway, for now, we're going to wrap up here. Thank you guys for watching. Shoutouts to the member board. As always, we have Shadow Black, Jessica M, and my kick-ass mama. If you want your name on the member board, you gotta hit that join button. But for now, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Come on the ground base. I'll see all you guys next time. Goodbye, guys.